To evaluate the effectiveness of the user story of a mobile app designed to support the shopping of cakes and bakery item, consider the following user stories. Yeah. So what I'm getting is I have 3 user stories and I need to find which one is good. I can see the option also A, B, C, and none of the above. So I think we can simplify and just focus on these 3 user stories. User story A, as a regular buyer, I want to reorder my last order so that I can place the order faster. Yeah, that looks a decent user story because it has a clear understanding of a user persona or a user role. So we are saying user role as a regular buyer. The action is also very clear. The person wants to do a reordering. The objective is also very clear that I want to get it fast. Yeah. The story seems to be small. Yeah, that kind of characteristic is also coming, though it depends upon the overall application. So this looks a decent user story. Let's see the option B. As a user, I want to have the application designed using new technology so my developer can maintain it. This is little not that great compared to A. Reason, we are talking about generic user. We are not talking about a user role or a user persona as a user. So as a user, always a question mark. Yeah, it's a tentatively suspicious. Another thing is it is talking about technical design. I want the application to be designed in a new technology. That could be the requirement. We are not saying that there may not be a requirement related to a specific technology. Yeah, we may have a requirement like that as a compliance or as a technical non-functional requirements, but we won't necessarily call it a user story. Yeah. So it may be a requirement, but not necessarily a good user story requirement. So option B is not as great as option A. If I have to choose, I will definitely choose option A. Option C, as a developer, I want to use unit testing so that I can write defect-free code. Yeah. So you don't write user story for your developers. You don't write user story for your testers. I do see many people write these kind of stories, which may serve some technical purpose, but we won't call it a user story. User is a user or consumer of your application, not a developer. Yeah. So out of A, B, C, the option A looks good, and that's coming in the alternative as well, because it is giving you a slice of requirement. It is mapping the requirement to a user role or a user persona, and it also shows you a clear path which can show you that it's a vertical slice of the requirement. The exam content outline, we are focusing on task 8, plan and manage scope. Yeah, we are talking about adaptive lifecycle here, but the task remains the same. And the topic we explored is user stories.